Our next view that we're going to look at is the hierarchy view. The hierarchy view is used to work with the assets inside of a scene, inside of the level that we're actually creating. So inside of this pane, inside of this list here, we'll find all of the assets that we see inside of our level. At the top, we have two options, one for creating the game objects and the other for finding the game objects. Let's look at the find game objects. This is very similar to the other one that we worked with before. We could simply type in the name of the object we're looking for, and when we type it in, it's going to isolate it out so that it's easier to make a selection of those objects. If we want to get rid of this, we can either left click outside of this area, or we can select on the X right here to close that finding out. Next to that, we have a create drop down. This create drop down is really useful, and it allows us to more quickly get to the game objects and create these game objects inside of our hierarchy. So we could go in and quickly drop in a particle effect. We could drop in our cube or different primitives. If we want to drop in, let's say, a wind zone, we could drop in our wind zone. And you'll notice that this is just a much easier way to get to the things that we're going to create. If you remember, beforehand we went all the way to our game object, to our create other, and then into our list of the items that we could create. This is just a great way to improve the workflow and the pipeline that you use when you're creating these assets in the beginning. Now the selection sets inside of here work really nice simply by left clicking to select, left clicking shift and left click to select a whole set, or simply control left click to add to a selection, and control left click to deselect from a selection. Nice and simple on the selecting on the inside of it. And if you'll recall, we made some parents before, and that one of the greatest things inside of Unity is how we can parent objects to another. It's a very simple process. By simply selecting on an item, left clicking and dragging it on top of another item, you create a parent-child relationship. To take an object off of the parent, you can simply select on that object, drag it below, and drop it, and it removes it from the parent. And with that, we're going to conclude with the hierarchy.